Hi Aries, happy early birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-March 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source will be in front of us. It's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works, we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap and them comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Five of Coins. So this is Taurus energy here, and to me this shows that this is someone that you do have a history with, and it looks like in the past you might have actually moved away from this connection. Now maybe you guys did get to a certain point with each other. For example, we see the Five Pentacles there, right? So it would just be saying that maybe the connection was building for a while, but then you guys might have suffered a split, more than likely because you felt like there wasn't much of a connection emotionally, right? You might have felt like you were left out in the cold in some ways. Some of you, there could have even been a child involved, but not all of you, of course. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Devil. So this is Capricorn energy here, and this could be pointing to why, right? Because if we look at the artwork here, we see the spotlight coming down on them, right? We see the body language, their back is turned to the cards on your side. So you might have felt like ultimately they might have always wanted the spotlight on them, right? So whatever that means just within the connection between the two of you, right? Where they were always just trying to get their needs fulfilled and not necessarily looking to reciprocate, or possibly even if this is saying that they were with you, but then they still wanted attention from other people, right? It seems like there was something along those lines that seemed to cause you to feel like you needed to move away from the connection in the past. Okay, present energy on your side, we have the King of Arrows. So this is Aquarius energy here. And if we look at the artwork, we see they're holding flowers, the arrow representing communication, back turned to the cards on the side, right? So I feel like this is saying ultimately you might actually still have feelings for this person, but again, it looks like there's no desire on your part to communicate those feelings, right? So I feel like for the majority of you, the two of you aren't really talking at this time. Present energy on their side, we have the Strength card. So this is Leo energy here, and if we look at the artwork, this is actually more or less a statue of the traditional Strength card artwork. It looks like they're trying to pull it, right? So to me, that makes me feel like it's saying, they're picking up on your stone-walled energy, right? Where, they could see, okay, I can't really get any emotional reaction out of this person, right? So they could just be trying to pull that out of you to see what you're feeling, right? See if there's still the potential for the two of you to be in a connection or not. But again, obviously it looks like there's some resistance on your part. So yeah, while it looks like you're not communicating with this person at this time, it looks like they might actually be reaching out to you. Alright, future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Coins. So this is Capricorn energy here, so we see Capricorn energy on their side in the past. So yeah, so for some of you, maybe you feel like the power dynamic is shifting somewhat, right? And this, if we look at the artwork here, we see the body language now, she's at least looking over her shoulder, right? We see back turned in the past, back turned in the present. Now we see like a gradual warming up potentially, right? But I feel like this is also saying the way she's holding that pentacle out, right? It could just be emphasizing that, hey, this is like a take it or leave it kind of thing, right? Where you're maybe trying to bring to their awareness that you have your own thing going on. So if you feel like you're not going to be treated right within the connection, then you'll just cut your losses. Right, future energy on their side, we have the Emperor. So this is Aries energy here. So of course this could just be saying at a very basic level, maybe they're thinking about you a lot in the future, right? Given that this is the Major Arcana card for your sign. But if not that, it could just be saying that now maybe they are trying to take charge, right? We do see at least the body language, again, facing in. So there seem to be a gradual warming up as far as that goes. But with the Emperor, this could still be someone who might have the tendency to want things their way, right? So even if they're not in that devil energy of wanting the spotlight on them all the time, so there could be some improvement of the conditions between the two of you, but it still might not be everything you're looking for. But again, I feel like at the very least, this is saying that you will reestablish boundaries in the future to where at least it's going to improve things. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, so this could just be saying that ultimately for some of you, you're just giving more energy to your close connections as far as friendships, maybe even siblings, right? If you have siblings. So it could just be saying that maybe you've shifted your focus away from romantic connections for the time being, and you're just more focused on those close to you. And maybe that's what's actually helping heal the energy within the connection as well. All right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have Deft. So this is the major arcana card for Scorpio. So yeah, so to me, this is that ultimately they might go through a period where they might feel like, okay, so for example, maybe when you walked away in the past, they might have felt like, okay, this connection's truly over between me and Aries, right? So for some of you, this is more of an energy they were in the past, because again, it does look like they're at least attempting to take action in the present. Or if not in the present, maybe in the very near future at the very least. But yeah, it looks like at least for a while they thought that when you walked away that the connection truly was over. All right, moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck, but I'm going to give it a few more shuffles. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll actually just pull a card after we cut the deck. I'll get this out of the way, and next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. Pre-shuffle this one as well, but I'll give it a few more shuffles. And I'll put this deck down now, and we'll do the same thing. We'll cut the deck, pull a card, take this one here, get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. All right, we have Wait. It says the timing is not quite right. So yeah, I will say the fact that it looks like I said, it looks like you guys are in resistance right now. But to be fair, given that that is an Aries energy on that side, I would say if this is more your energy here, could just be saying that the time might not be right for you right now to reopen the lines of communication with them, because they could still be in that energy. So that's only, of course, if the energy is a flip-flop between the two of you. But yeah, at the very least, this could just be saying that, yeah, the timing just isn't right for the two of you to reconcile right now anyway. So hopefully that resonated. And then from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Observer. There we go. And there's the artwork. And the number is 49. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. See, that's an interesting message there, right? Because maybe, even though if we just take the artwork at face value, it looks like this person really was being selfish, right? But for some of you, maybe it was really just more of a misunderstanding. And that does remind me of the fact that we also have Venus retrograde right now, currently in your sign. And then toward the end of March, it's going to move into Pisces, which is your 12th house. So yeah, there could definitely be some room for confusion there within connections. And then we're going to have a Mercury retrograde also coming up in a couple of days. So definitely some tricky energy for sure. So it could just be a temporary thing for some of you. But hopefully that resonated. We'll wrap up there. Once again, happy early birthday, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.